KREM 2 News at Noon begins now.
Right now at KREM 2 News at Noon, it is not only heating back up, but another September heat wave will push temperatures into record high territory.
Nobody knew what was happening. Nobody knew that he was dangerous.
And today we are learning more about a school shooting that killed 4 people and injured 9 others.
I think biggest piece of advice, listen, learn, and then lead. Show humility.
Plus some advice for the future of DNR, what Public Lands Commissioner Hillary Franz says before leaving that position. Hi everyone, it is good to see you. Welcome to KREM 2 News at Noon. I'm Laura Papetti, and we begin by taking a look at the weather. KREM 2 is calling a weather impact alert day beginning today. However, some high temperatures are in store for the rest of the week as well. So let's check in with meteorologist Thomas Patrick. Thomas, what can we expect?
Yeah, good afternoon, Laura. And I know things are already feeling hot right now, but this heat wave is going to last for at least 3 days, if not 4. And that's why the National Weather Service has issued heat advisories from today through Saturday. We're going to call for weather impact alert days through Sunday, just because the high temperatures should peak at around the mid-90s for these next 4 days in a row. So heat advisories to give you the heads up that it's just going to be outright summer-like hot outside. So if you are going to be outside for several hours at a time, just got to make sure you stay hydrated and stay cool one way or another, because it's about 82 degrees right now. We're up to 94, and it is early September, so this is starting to push record highs even for today, though today's record stands at 96. So we probably fall just shy of that mark for today, but not by much. In fact, there's already a 100-degree forecast on the map for the Tri-Cities. I think that will start to squeeze into areas like Lewiston and Central Washington on the hottest days of our forecast for this Friday and Saturday. It is looking like Saturday is probably the hottest among those. So here's where the records stand for the next 3 days, and the forecasted highs are actually above those all 3 of those days. So coming up, we'll show you that extended forecast and what the weekend will look like specifically for the Inland Northwest.
I was in class and we heard shots. The teacher ran, slammed the door, made us all go in the corner.
I still don't believe this is real. Like, I knew a girl that got shot in her leg, and it really broke me because she was like a sister to me.
And today we continue to learn more about the mass shooting at a Georgia high school that killed 2 14-year-old students and 2 teachers. A 14-year-old is now in custody, and the FBI now saying that the teen and his father were questioned by local law enforcement just last year. The FBI had received anonymous tips about online threats to commit a school shooting. CBS News' Dave Malkoff found out that at the time, authorities had no probable cause to make an arrest.
A community is in mourning after another unspeakable American tragedy. Yesterday, just before 10:30 a.m., police say a 14-year-old student carrying an AR-style rifle opened fire at Appalachia High School, located just about an hour outside of Atlanta.
The gunshots were so close to me, like my ears started ringing real bad. Like the whole classroom was smoking. I saw one of my classmates on the ground, bleeding so bad.
Students and teachers barricaded themselves in classrooms.
You can hear gunshots like just ringing out through the school, and like you're just wondering like which one of those is going to be somebody that you're like best friends with or somebody that you love.
The suspected shooter, identified as Colt Gray, was taken into custody alive. Later, roughly 1,900 students were escorted out of the school and onto the football field where they reunited with their families.
When someone preys on kids, it's tragic.
Last night, we learned the names of the 2 14-year-olds who were killed, Mason Schermerhorn and Christian Angelo. Also killed were 2 math teachers, Christina Aramy and Richard Aspinwall. 8 other students and 1 teacher were all taken to local hospitals with gunshot wounds, but they are expected to survive. Dave Malkoff, CBS News, Winder, Georgia.
And now talking about locally, tomorrow the man who opened fire at Freeman High School 7 years ago will be resentenced. 2 years ago, Caleb Sharp was sentenced to 40 years to life in prison. He killed a student and injured 3 others in that school shooting. However, a Washington State Court of Appeals found that Sharp's sentence was considered too long and said he needs to be resentenced. During last week's hearing, both the defense and prosecution said they will be asking the court for a sentence of 25 years to life. Also happening tomorrow, Nadia Cole is expected to appear in court. You may remember that Cole is the fiance of Aaron Ong, the man charged with an international kidnapping of his 2-year-old daughter. Cole is being charged with conspiring to and committing international kidnapping. Court documents show that Cole went with Ong to Mexico with the toddler back in June and then stayed there until July 4th. She is expected to appear in court at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Not just in statement, we can actually show it in numbers.
Public Lands Commissioner Hillary Franz is looking back on her time in office. She shares her hopes for Washington's future coming up right after the break.